Hello everyone, welcome back to another Let's Play. This is Myrokos, and today we will be resuming the MSQ for the patch 3.2 content. I do apologize about the previous stream, part 35. This is now part 36. What happened last time was to start, my laptop for some reason was experiencing a technical glitch with its 3.5mm jack, which meant I couldn't use my headset to put the audio through to. And then, in the middle of the stream, the drivers went out of date and decided to just... we're out of date, there's a new version, and I'm not going to tell you except that everything is going pear-shaped. So, yeah, hopefully we don't have that problem. All of the drivers, etc. are up to date. Fingers crossed we don't have any more problems. The headset 3.5mm jack is working now. So, without further ado, let us continue. I do apologize for some of the voice cutscenes not having any audio or very little audio, and the entire anti-tower dungeon having just static noise instead of the game noise. I literally could not hear anything for that huge chunk of the stream, so... fingers crossed that we don't have any more technical difficulties. She's not coming back, is she? No, she's not. What will you say? She did what she thought was best. What now? The ellipses. She did what she thought was best. I know that. I do. To give all for her beliefs was ever her way. So will we, as we must. What greater calling could there be than to stand against the dark as defenders of the light? And yet, where does it end? The sacrifice? The loss? Yep. Little froggy menu. This war of ours, Alphino has reached a decision. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Flamine. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Uriange. He may have insight into that, what that word told us. As for you, Myrokos, after all you have done, I would say you have earned a rest. Oh, is this the end of 3.2? But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Emmerich while you were away. 'Twould seem he is planning a ceremony of some sorts and would like you to attend. He did not divulge details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. Okay, so now we got to go visit Sir Emmerich. Ah, Master Tion. The Lord Commander left instructions that you were to be shown inside.
A pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation.
Yep.
Good, good. You of all people should be present.
Present for what?
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire, but if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change. Tis nothing. Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead. I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. 'Twould not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all. Oh, and one more thing. A drink! We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Yeah, after everything we've done, we deserve a little bit of rest. That's what that was during the cutscene. The Lord Commander said you would come, Myrokos. Yep, I'm here. Thought I'd arrive early. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals a relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labored day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Emmerich wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result. 'Twas not my war, but I made it mine, and to see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are? Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go rest. I will not keep you. Staunch conviction. Lucia is concerned that you seem to be looking for something to do. Yep. If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest, make your presence known to the people, and so forth. In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend this ceremony, you may meet Lords Artorel and Menelaine, who have graciously volunteered their services. Artorel's pretty reliable. I don't know about Menelaine. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you would excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. And, let me know at any point if, you can't hear anything. Hopefully you can. Yeah, let me know if you can hear anything. Yeah, let me know if you can hear anything. Yeah, let me know if you can hear anything. Yeah, let me know. Okay. Just wanted to check to be certain. Sorry about any awkward back hearing that you might have heard. Just making certain I didn't have any other technical difficulties. Courtesy of the last time in Redwald. I am glad to see that the rumors were true. Well met, Master Tia. And fear not, I have no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidofnir may pass directly over their encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. Ooh. Yeah, we don't want that. Lowborn youth. Do you know when everything's set to begin? I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Emmerich was planning to make a speech, I knew I could not miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? He's more than a fighter, too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things, and he'll do it by the Fury. Me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it. Good to know. Hey, Ralph. Long time no see. Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand, we've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past, so hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as a great relief. Yeah, here's hoping that the weather lets up. As well, the last thing we want is to have a snowstorm in the middle of a peace conference. Or tomorrow. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me then that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. Ha! And here I am laboring to make it so. Lord Otwirl, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. Uh-oh. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury take me, they would defy Saramark's commands. If they dare attack Vidofnir, it will not come to that, but to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a Lord of House Forton present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Emmanuel while I am away? As you know, he has ever been an impulsive, changeable child, but recently he seems to have been suffering from a bout of melancholy. Oh dear. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty. Oh no, not guard duty. He got bored of guard duty in the Sea of Clouds. Oh, you gave him a boring menial task. Then again, he is kind of useless. A simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. You can be certain of that. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. You're talking to the person who saved his skin in the Sea of Clouds. Yeah, because he was stupid. Yeah, I'll do it. We do what the quest log tells us. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. Alright, where's the middle? There he is. Was that Lord Artuaro leaving with the First Commander just now? It was. Once more, a favor. Emmanuel is less than his usual effervescent self. Oh dear. I am rather busy at the moment, old boy, guarding this tavern, as it were. Oh, I see now. Artuaro thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the wall must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guests to be devoured by wolves, oh no, yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not call the roaming packs. Your map, if I may? Right. There, those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave it to you, old boy. Come, Honora. I must return to my rounds. Oh dear. Do be careful, my lord. I'm more concerned about you, Honora. You deserve better than him. Then again, without you, he probably would end up dead in an hour. Of his own stupidity, no less. Yeah, hopefully this weather lightens up. Didn't mean that I should have. I should have slapped. The other two and then well, that's done. Now where did the man wander off to? Remember, we were tasked to keep an eye on him, not run off and do something else. Presumably for him. Though clearing the road, I suppose, is a good thing to do. Oh, he's back at his post, even though he wandered off from it. Terrible imposition though it was, I am relieved that my lord did not think to tend to the wolves by himself. Myrokos, Wolfsbane. It pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds and that all is well in Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there was a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one who made that arsonist confess? Clever, that. Oh, Thancred's here? Thancred, was it? He was asking for you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he may still be there. Oh, good heavens. Okay, so where is this? Okay, all the way out there. That's like halfway to the... I might as well have gone to the convictory with Artwell and then cleared wolves on the way back. What the hell? Heretic. Stay your weapons, we come in peace. Lady Isart told us tales of Vidofnir. If she would trust in Sir Emmerich, then we too would hear what he has to say. But the wolves caught us unawares, and were it not for this man, we would have surely died. Fancy meeting you here, Myrokos. 'Twas fortunate I came when I did. These two would not have fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. Probably should not have told that person that other player what I was doing there. Okay, seriously, this has gotten worse. Like, how is anyone supposed to see anything? Good heavens. Seriously, this weather had better let up. How wonderful you found Master Thancred. As ever, I could not help but fear the worst. It's always the younger one, every time, without fail. And there they are, a pair of gallant heroes if ever I saw them, comrades in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice, you have guaranteed the safety of our many guests on behalf of Ishgard. I thank you both. And with that, there is not left to do but enjoy our well-earned respite. As a mana caster, I tend to plow through mana. Selfless sacrifice. Indeed. Yeah, he did nothing. For those we have lost. The mana lane seems rather pleased with himself. Oh, and this should of course go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us, yes? Artoriel wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of those barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For once, a suggestion with which I agree. Go on ahead, Myrokos. I will join you anon. Cutscene. But seriously, this weather better let up. Then again, it's good weather to get in from. Or get out of and get into a tavern, so... yeah.
Welcome, welcome! Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment.
A nice, lively collection of people. Eating, drinking.
Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
Well, that's very kind of them. Though I certainly could have paid.
Free food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit. My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
What's happening? Oh no, have I been poisoned?
You were right, mother. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest. After all you've done, I'd say you've earned it.
No, I've been given a sleeping draft or something.
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs. This was never your fight.
Well, at least the Echo knows not to waste my time.
My son. They told me he walks in Alone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them. They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night. And I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin. All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do, makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen. They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
So you're going to make yourself the enemy. Just because you're wallowing in your grief.
Hey! This is no time for napping.
Well, it's not like I had a choice. I was drugged. Fortunately, the Echo helped me see.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
But that's literally what Nidhogg is doing. How are you any
You there!
different?
Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Yes, my lord.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
What have you done? I only did as you ordered, my lord.
I gave no such order! I did not! I never meant for anyone to...
Charming. Leave things in the Manoline's hands and everything goes to... Oh, it's now cloudy. We got clouds. That's kind of better weather, but the mood could be better. I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the First Commander and Lord Artois are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with a messenger who said they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Emmeline has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore, it falls to us to ensure that order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. Charming. She seemed like such a nice girl. Always greeted me with a smile when she passed, and never would have guessed she had it in her. Yeah, it's always the people you least expect, isn't it? My wife and I fell while fleeing with the others at first. The chirurgeons tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything. And for what? True. That they have. They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words were as a dagger in my heart. Who are we to decide that enough is enough, that their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it, or will there be another like them and there be others like them and the true brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I even can. Can't blame you for feeling that way. I heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to let him have the run of Falcon's Nest? Well, I say him and Sir Emmerich take their bloody change and shove it up their arses. I'll not be taken in by that rot again. Oh dear. Yeah, the mood could be better. Well, what say you? Yeah, the mood's not good. Some of the violence has passed, but the people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones? Ooh, we got weapons. Ooh. Ooh. Hang on. Ooh, so I can get a samurai weapon. A dark knight. I mean, the thing is, I've already got the samurai weapon, but what about my dark knight? It's probably because I'm using the same 240 items. Yeah, I've already got that weapon, so I guess I could pick one of the other ones, or just go with the Gil. 4 silver pieces, so that would be 2,000 Gil. Okay, so consequences. Thancred would like nothing more than to leave Falcon's Nest behind. Lord Artois and the first commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. The first order of business will be to speak with Lord Manalain, and I somehow doubt that he has moved an elm since last we saw him. Yeah. Yeah, Manalain is not speaking. Fury take me, what a disaster. I should never have left. My apologies, Myrokos. I bear full responsibility for this debacle. There will be time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we do? According to initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman whom Manalain ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down. Still, others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives. For the time being, at least, the Chirurgeons are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protests, the people seem disillusioned. You spoke with them then? I see. Sir Emeric placed his trust in me, and it will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come, First Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we convinced them before, and we will do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all. Then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Emeric's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Myrokos, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Sure. Get up, Manalain. You're going with him. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions in person. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honora. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Honora? Honora! I could have sworn he was... Once I have determined that my presence is no longer required, I will return to the capital as well. Pray give my regards to the Lord Commander. I too had best remain here for a time. I should hope that the worst has passed, but it is too early to say for certain. Yeah. No sign of him here. Start with Redwald. He was not wrong to want to subdue the leader as quickly as able, for she may have spurred others to further violence. But to fire on her as the crowd looked on was beyond reckless. True enough. No sign of them here. Let's keep looking. Arizona.
Onawa! No, no! What have they done to you? Onawa! Onawa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Onawa?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Chirurgeon without delay.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Maybe not try to perpetuate a cycle of violence?
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Yes! About time. Like, I really wanted to smack him.
You know
Not gonna
nothing
lie.
about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
Had Thancred not held me back, I probably would have snapped him myself. I will take him to the chirurgeons. It is the least I can do. Oh boy. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. Yeah, and I would have done it too had you not stopped me. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this. I know this. But he... I think I'll just get the gill. Choices. Thancred has lost all patience with Lord Emmanuel. I have no desire to wait for the lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pity. We have important matters to attend in Ishgard. Yeah, I was supposed to be gone. He seems to have gotten up, which is good. You are expected, sir. Pray proceed. We received troubling reports from Falcon's Nest. What befell you there? Some protesters decided to get the better of us, and Emmanuel was, well, being Emmanuel. Caused a complete incident. Word of the demonstration and its resolution outstripped you, Myrokos. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. 'Tis rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? No, I imagine the stories are pretty accurate. It's pretty clear cut. I see. So that is the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of these misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that to be taken away. Is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmund, and ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorying in their excesses. A difficult path, to be sure. We dare not deny the scars which mar our nation's soul, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But as you say, we dare not revel in past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy and an undeniably righteous cause. 'Tis a bitter reflection, but lies, though they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear. Yet we are not without options. You know, Thornton may have had a point, though honestly, the truth had to come out at some point. I mean, let's just stop and think for a moment. Had the Dravanian war, their war with the Dravanians continued in earnest, and suppose for the moment that all of the dragons were slain, what happens then? Would the truth come out then, and they realize they just wasted all that time, all that blood, and, they claimed victory, but then it went bitter and sour in their mouths? The truth had to come out. It would be merely a matter of postponing the inevitable. So what options have we? At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet with a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Lodge to take the field as allies. A unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the gates of judgment. A victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true, but if we should be defeated, though even to hold our own against the cream of 3 nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well. You may count on my support for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son Emmanuel take part in the grand melee. By his deeds has he brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds would I have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Myrokos, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. Yeah, Manolane has to clean up his own mess. There's no other way. Thankfully. So that is their solution. A grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You whom they have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? We have come this far, have we not? I will stand for my friends and comrades, not a nation. It is getting a bit much, isn't it? It is starting to get a bit much. But we have also come this far, we might as well see it through. Well, when you put it like that, I suppose it would be a shame not to see it through to the bitter end. So, for this grand melee of his, Sir Americ wishes to field a force comprising both his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? I can only imagine what she will have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see for myself. We must have the strength to stand unwavering in the face of the enemy. 'Tis the only way we will weather the storm and deliver our people into a new era. Well met, Myrokos. Have you spoken with Sir Americ? I was aware of the Alliance's request, so Sir Americ would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficacy of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch... Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely. Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. Smart. Well, it's not that far. Let's go this way. I thought you had something to discuss with the first commander. I did? Bloody fool doesn't realize he'll have to sit this one out. If all the watch ran off with Sir Americ to play soldier, who'd be left to keep an eye on things here? Huzzah, we've been spoiling for a fight. We won't let Sir Americ down, you'll see. Thancred's been telling me all about Sir Amaric's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice to have him. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, because we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Not to worry, Lucia wants your best. Well, it seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guests. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though, she's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon it'd inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? No. I thought not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I will search Foundation and you the polls. Yeah, that makes sense. His own father, Lord Father, said that he would be hiding from him. Yeah, he's usually the jeweled advisor. No honor. How interesting. I carried Honora to the manor. Our best chirurgeons are tending to him as we speak. He has yet to wake, but surely he will. Yeah, your father wants has volunteered you, yep. So, father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. Ah, my beloved family, always making my decisions for me. Well, if you took your responsibilities more seriously, they wouldn't have to. No, it's not like that, it's just... Oh, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You are free to be the man you want to be, whereas I am a son of House Fortin, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it. Until the old order began to crumble, now we wander amidst the rubble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes, but not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I had convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Honora, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame. But in the end, there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept Father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Amaric, and I will make my own decision. Well, he was kind of expecting that. Found him, did you? Yep, I found him in his usual haunt. The Lord Commander is not to be disturbed. May I ask what matter demands his personal attention? I see. Very well. You mayn't. Yeah, I would hear Emanelane's decision for myself.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Emanelane. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Emanelaine de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You'll take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more. An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time?
Of course. Let's do this.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
We would not have come this far were it not for you, Myrokos. True enough. It has been an honor and a privilege. Gods help me, I think it might be love. I dare say it might be cheating, too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? 'Twas a look of boundless relief and joy. One would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause. But that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours. Not mine. Let's get that one. Mayhap I ought to fight for the other side, you know. Even the odds. A spectacle for the ages. The grand melee is poised to begin, and Lucia would not be late. Sir Emeric informs me that the Alliance leaders have agreed to his proposal. The grand melee will be held here, in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, and in sight of the capital. An announcement has been made, and allied forces are currently en route. The eyes of Ishgard are upon us, Myrokos. We must not fail. A rare opportunity to see you pit yourself against allied forces, outside of Cartano, perhaps. I would not miss this for the world. Oh, sorry, yeah, the Wolf's Den is canon then. Okay. Then again, the Wolf's Den is a canonical place, but the various activities there are canon, I suppose. It ain't often the highborn dandies deign to fight alongside us hoi polloi. Like all our name days rolled into one, it is. Then again, it is our nation's pride that's at stake, national and personal. I ain't about to let that snotty-nosed lordling show me up. The second commander and Hilda's lieutenants shall see to the security of the city in my absence. The melee demands my undivided attention. Ooh. But it's evening. I'm not gonna see much. 'Tis a matter of pride for the Alliance as well. They will not scruple to send their best against us, yet we must not be cowed. Too much rests on our success. Is there anyone else? Ah, yes, there is. The various matters. They have a trick or two up their sleeves, I'm sure of it. What? Let's see, what's that? Let's see. They've got a trick or two up their sleeves, I'm sure of it. Come on, are you guys say something too? Oh well. Lieutenant Tia, you honor us with your presence. There is a scurrilous rumor going around that you will be taking the field with the Ishgardians. It isn't true, is it? Oh, it's true. There he is, I say, when you didn't appear. I began to question nothing, never mind. To think that we are mere moments away from facing the cream of Eorzea's soldiery in battle. That I am mere... but what if... Oh, what am I saying? I have to stop imagining the worst. I must think of the victory, of the glory, of the stories I will tell Honorar when he awakes. Oh, and talk to Thancred. It looks to be a veritable who's who of the Eorzean alliance. The only question is, who came to watch and who came to fight? Nanamo? Definitely Nanamo. I'm ready, old boy. Are you? Sure, let's do this. By the Fury, how could I forget? Father bid me present this to you. I know it is sudden, but we believe the men would find it inspiring if you bore the colors of House Frontal into battle. Pray do us this honor. During the Grand Melee, some of your gear will be glamored, your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Okay, good. Oh no, I'm gonna be fighting against Pippin, not the Fool of the Toad, the other Pippin.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
The Grand Melee is a large-scale battle in which an allied company of Uldan, Gridanian, and Lamensin forces will be pitted against a company of Ishgardian forces. When a combatant is incapacitated, the opposing company will be awarded tactical points. The company to attain the designated tactical rating of 100 points is declared the victor. And there's a tether now. During the Grand Melee, officiants may mark certain combatants with the Fury's gaze, which will be indicated by an ethereal tether linking them to their company's flag. While defeating most combatants will award your company 1 tactical point, defeating marked combatants will award your company 10 points. Okay, so you want to target the one with the tether. Marked combatants also possess enhanced attributes, rendering them more powerful and more difficult to defeat. Naturally, defending and defeating these combatants is the key to victory. Because you have to guard the person who's tethered while also trying to eliminate them.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard!
And Roban's in the fight. Oop. City-state leaders are there.
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
Is that all you've got?
It ends here!
Right there!
Oh wow, Ravan has it? Oh my. Oh yeah, oh man, it's the two of us. Ooh, that staff is right in my face. Cyclops, everyone on your guard. All forces, fall back. And Vanker just strolls up. Did he just one-punch it? Continue the melee. I will deal with him. Well, that's kind of Thancred. Daft sod. You heard the man. Back to it. All forces, form a line of Myrokos, now! What the heck, a ring of fire? Lieutenant, I will not lie. I was hoping it would come to this. So then, shall we dance? Oh, let us shall. Damn it all. Oh, 1v1 to decide it all then, huh? Okay, let's do this again. Hang on, let me just check. Kind of do it on normal, because why not? It was that slight hesitation there that got me. So I need to eliminate those 4. Yeah, I can skip this cutscene because I already know what to do. To eliminate those 4 before he finishes his charge, I wish I could know it.
Flash God!
Is that all you've got?
ends here!
Right there!
Okay, once more, let's just deal with those 4 ads as quickly as possible. Just skip through the cutscenes, already been through them. No. Damn it, my cast time is too slow.
Did he win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard!
Yep, victory is ours.
Well fought, my friend! You truly are the warrior of warriors. Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Yep. Well, it could have been fun to fight Amarak if I were on the side of the Immortal Flames.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did.
We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them.
Oh, you okay, Thancred?
Tis but a scratch, I assure you. And I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns.
Oh?
Make that 2 dozen. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on, one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Oh, it's nighttime and clear out. Nice. As long as I live, I shall never forget that duel. It was inspiring and humbling in equal measure. I feel honor-bound to point out, however, that my father was fighting one-handed. Balls. I had forgotten what it was like to feel so alive. Not since leaving the Blood Sands have I had the privilege. Not since the Bull of Alamigo hung up his swords. Back then, the outcome might have been different, but I do not begrudge you your victory. I know how far you have come, how much you have endured. Our fight only confirmed it. We shall have to do this again one day when time allows. I shall look forward to it. Now go. Go to the Ishgardians and celebrate your victory. You have earned it. Come, Pippin. Her Grace is expecting us. Lead on, Father. What are we waiting for? We must return to the capital at once and tell them all about our victory. The messengers have already been dispatched. Let us pray that this victory has the desired effect. I confess it stung my pride to be brushed aside so easily, but when the flames subsided and I saw you standing there triumphant, there was only gladness in my heart. That was just another battle for you, I bet, but for my lot, it weren't so much the fighting as the not tripping over each other's feet. His lordship might think about laying on some actual training for us next time. Said your goodbyes? Yep. In all the years I have known Raubon, I cannot recall ever seeing him look so happy in defeat. Well, everything seems to be falling into place, does it not? The Ishgardians have claimed their symbolic victory, and the Eorzean alliance has been strengthened in the process. Be proud, Myrokos. You made this happen. I just won't get the bow because I do have an archer that can't use it. Might as well. And I learned the emote victory. So let us... No, not victory. Well, let us give this a try. Okay. For those we can yet save. Sir Emeric is beaming with pride. We have done it. Nay, you have done it. You have brought us the victory we so desperately needed. There is naught left but to return to the capital. Come, let us see what reception awaits. Cutscene.
My lord!
Oh, he's
Au
on.
revoir, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Let it ride.
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
I see. And to think I was worried sick over you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
Honestly, I didn't miss him.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, when I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emanuele, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Y'shtola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
They say you dueled General Ralbon within a ring of flames. I did not think the man so ostentatious. Would that I could have seen it. Oh, it was spectacular. After we parted ways in Matoya's cave, I returned here to speak with Tataru. We agreed to tell the others only that our search for Minfilia had reached an impasse. I subsequently learned that you had left for Falcon's Nest, but I thought it best to keep to myself for a time. I am wont to rely on you overmuch when we are together, and I needed to think, to reflect. I still do, I suspect, but matters here seemed to be coming to a head. In short, there are some things I feel I must say, though nothing so urgent that it cannot wait until after the conference. So let us make for Falcon's Nest and see if Lord Artoirel has need of our assistance. Kinda wish there was more Hilda. And, more to do with Hilda. If there's a way, let me know. As Sir Emeric hoped, Ishgard's success at the Grand Melee has done much to restore the people's faith in this endeavor. Look on their faces, Myrokos, nervous yet hopeful, expectant in a word. Well met, Master Tia, and thank you for looking after my brother. They say he fought bravely, that he did not dishonor his house, but you, my lord, to you we owe everything. As you can see, we have made every effort to strike while the iron is hot. We made our intentions known and that all would be welcome to attend. And so they came. By the grace of the Fury, they came. The ceremony will not be a lengthy affair, but there is still much to be done. I would speak with you more, but I must see to my duties. As for you and Master Alphino, you will do naught but enjoy yourselves. Is that clear? If any dare beg your assistance again, I will have words. Storm clouds gather again, though not stormy clouds, just snowing clouds. As is its wont, well, there you have it. We have been forbidden from meddling. Shall we wait, or have you other matters to attend before the ceremony begins? Wait with Alphino before for the ceremony to begin. Excellent. I hope Thancred and the others will not be late. Epochal events do not come around very often. And the sky's clear. This is good. What a trial.
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Yep, there's Vidofnir.
The White Dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearned to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken to me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace, inscribed in stone for generations to come.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Never!
Oh dear. It was only a matter of time.
Your bow!
Oh, Vidofnir. What?
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thordan? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall escape my wrath. None shall escape my revenge!
7 hells. Damn you, Nidhogg. Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg!
What did Sir Emmerich say there? There they go, the last of the guests. Having come hither with hope in their hearts, they depart with hatred and bloodlust. Until the moment I saw him strike, I still held some small hope that what you had seen in Azizala was an illusion, perhaps. But he acted without hesitation, as did Sir Emmerich. For mercy, Vidofnir's wound was not mortal. Or so Lucia tells me. The dragon was spirited away to Enix Shrine to receive care from her brethren. We can but hope her recovery is swift. But such was surely Nidhogg's intent, to deliver a proclamation not only to the children of Thordan, but to his kindred. War is coming. And ye who do not stand with us, stand apart. She was an example, a message to her brood, another instrument of his vengeance, like Stinian. Causes and costs. Alphino knows at last what he must do. When I said I wished to speak with you after the conference, I confess I envisaged rather happier circumstances, if anything. However, this latest tragedy makes the need more pressing. There are things I must say, not with the Warrior of Light, or even my fellow sire. But to you, Myrokos, my friend. But not here, no. Ah, but of course, the intercessory in Camp Dragonhead is still open to us. Let us go there. Isn't it called the Falling Snows, though? Oh man, I'm still sore about this. Worshipful. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Yeah. I mean, I know I use the Aetherite network here, but surely Alphino attuned himself as well.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected. You seem puzzled. Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss. It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I, in our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore. I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emmerich and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emmerich is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try.
I doubt Ser Emmerich has given up on Estinian. He was merely striking at Nidhogg. Oh god, the memories.
We will. I know we will.
Thank you, Myrokos. It is unfair of me to unburden myself in this manner time after time, but I am glad that you permit me nonetheless. You are my true friend and ally. Though not all of our fellow scions will support our stance on Estinian, I have faith that we will win them over in due course. Such is the infectious power of hope. Right. That is quite enough solemn introspection for one day. I think we would both benefit from some time in the company of Tataru. She stays for us at Fortal Manor. Let us not keep her waiting. Okay. That's the foundation. If you like what you've seen at any point, like, share, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're following us on Twitch, when it's live, please give me a follow and hit the notification bell. If you're watching us on YouTube and you want to watch me stream live, make sure that you go to Twitch and hit the notification bell. Give me a follow, etc. Just so you know when I go live. Well, Alphino certainly seems to be in better spirits. Do we have you to thank for this? Yet again, we walk an all too familiar path. I am reminded of when we first came to this manor. Lost and uncertain, we were granted succor in our hour of need. We were saved, and now it is our turn to return the favor. Hear, hear. Let no one say that the Scions do not repay their debts. After all, what kind of people would we be if we forsook our friends? If we stopped looking for Ida and Papalimo, or if we gave up on bringing Minfilia back? Though she knew it would cost her dearly, Minfilia reached out to us to deliver a message. She believed it was imperative that we understand the true nature of this star, of the rift between Zodiark and Hydaelyn, and of the Ascians' aspirations. But for all that has been revealed, I cannot shake the suspicion that there is much we have yet to learn. In any event, I think it time we step back from the fray and carefully consider our next course of actions. It will not be easy to turn this tragedy to triumph, but we will find a way. We will. We will. Oh, so they can just walk in, but I can't? Maiming coffer, maiming coffer. Striking coffer. Scouting. I've already... You've learned the emote battle stance.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
Oh dear.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, but it would be bought. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
Caution, Ida. That is all I ask. Do not be so eager to place your faith in them. Not until we know more. Now, who is that? So with that, I complete, it looks like, 3.2. And at 2.5 hours, I think I'll call it here for tonight. The next time we pick up with the stream for MSQ, we will begin 3.3. If you liked what you saw at any point, and you're watching this on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you liked. If there was a way I could improve, let me know in the comments. If you want to watch me live, or know where I do this live, I do it on Twitch. Link will be in the description. Make sure you go over to Twitch and give me a follow and hit the notification bell so that you are apprised of when I go live. And with that, I will see you anon, friends.